today. Okay, so today we'll be looking at your first mentorship class. It's called the Initial Planning Orientation, IPO. The name of the registered NGO is Century 21 Freedom Group International. Century 21 Freedom Group International is the NGO that is powering the campaign known as Buena, Vida. Okay, Buena Vida, of course, is a Spanish word meaning living the good life. Okay, so the essence of this whole campaign is to show people how to live the good life. Okay, so let's move on. Meanwhile, congratulations on making this decision. We are proud of you for taking the bold step to drive your own economy. You are taking charge of your economy. However you want your economy to be going forward is what it's going to be. But the expectation management is that if you succeed in this business, it's going to be you who creates that success, not us. And if you fail in this business, it's going to be you who create that failure, not us. You are going to be the difference between success and failure in this business. So we are here to work with you. Okay, we have set up the roadmap. We've set up a system. All you need is just to follow that system, but you must make yourself available to follow that system. Now, expectation continues. We are going to be the roadmap, the system, the structure, and the support for you to succeed and own your life. Now, we are here to help you to run your business. We are here to help you as you run your business, okay? We are providing the help as you run your business. There's a full stop there. I will help you. We will help you. You run your business. So we're going to help you as you run your business. So we're not going to let you be on your own. We're working together with you on this journey. Now the question, what you have started with us, is it an investment, true or false? Now, let's make this a little bit practical. What you have started with us, is it an investment, true or false? I need to respond. If it is an investment, you say true. If it's not an investment, you say false. Please, let's go to the chat box. Let's go to the chat box. True, an investment, yes. Any other respond? Any other respond? True, an investment. Okay, now the answer is what? Hold on. A network. I'll give you the answer now. Hold on. Okay, the answer is what? False, not an investment. Okay, why do we say false? What you have started with us is a business, not an investment. That means that you have to build it with us. Businesses, you get involved in building your business. Okay, you start up a business, you are involved in running the activities of a business, day-to-day activity of the business to make sure that the business succeeds. But an investment, you just drop your money, you go to sleep. You don't have to do anything and the money begins to grow, okay? But while we're talking to you the first day we had a contact with you, we told you that we're going to show you how to connect to people. That you're not going to market, you're not going to sell, you're not going to go about convincing people, but through our system, we're going to show you how to connect to people. And we'll also ask you for 2 hours daily. After we analyze the way you spend your 24 hours, 7 hours to sleep, 9 hours to work, the remaining 8 hours, what do you do with it? And out of those 8 hours, we are requesting for just 2 hours of how to build your business. Go open your shop, go to the company or whatever. So we're going to show you how to build your business. So yes, it is not an investment, but rather it is a business, meaning you have to go the route with us together. Now, moving forward, there are phases of growth we consider in this business. There are 5 phases of growth in this business, just like is in any other business you start with. Okay, please, I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're writing down questions, because at the end of the day, you have time to ask questions. That first day, we didn't have time, but this will be having time, because this is an orientation on the organization. So I need to get feedback. Now, the first phase of the growth is called excitement phase. Now, this is the phase where you are filled with a lot of excitement. Wow, you have transferred your money, you have gone into the business, and you're wondering what the future holds. You're hoping, yes, this, that, I'm going to make money. I hope this is not one chance. I hope it's not one of those scams. I hope my money has not gone. There's so many things going on in your mind. You are excited, you want to know more. You want to know more. That's the first phase. And I believe some of you, you're already in this phase. You really want to know, what have I done? I've transferred my 1,050 Ghana cedis. What have I done? This, that. You want to know, you are excited, you are agitated at this point. That's the first stage. Now, the second stage is what is called the disappointment stage, okay, or the challenge phase. Now, every business out there, anything called business, must go through these phases of growth. You can't run away from it. If you want to be sincere and you're ready to build a legitimate business, you must be willing to go through all these phases of growth. Now, disappointment phase, the phase where, well, now, as we go on with this business, you're going to connect to people, and eventually you're going to be hearing stories. You're going to hear people tell you things you don't want to. Things like, wow, even you are into this, they have scammed you. And so you begin to actually wonder if actually you have taken the right decision. It's a phase. I passed through it. Everybody that have done this business or any business pass through the phase where the things you expect to be is not actually happening that way. You begin to wonder what has happened to you. The third phase is known as what? The critical phase, where you have the urge to quit, where you think, this thing, I'm tired though. I didn't sign up for things like this. What is this, sir? I am tired. And guess what? Everybody comes to the phase, even while a student, even while you're working, even while you're running your own business. After the challenges phases, of course, on disappointment phase, the next thing you tend to do is that you have this urge to quit. But what makes difference between you and a loser, or a winner and a loser, is how you handle this position. Because at this critical phase, you need to be careful. You quit, that is the end. But if you hold on a little, you enter the next phase known as growth and maturity phase. Now, at this point, you have outgone all the challenges and you have moved forward. You have entered the growth and maturity phase. Now, after this, the next phase is what is called the financial freedom phase. So this is what you're looking forward to. Now, they say when the vision is clear, is not clear, speed or movement is not guaranteed. But when the vision is clear, speed, of course, is guaranteed, because you know where you're going and you are willing to walk through the process to get to where you are going. And that's the essence of this meeting or this training, so that we can actually know where we are going, and then guess what? Work towards getting that. Now, this is a pictorial representation of the various phases. You can see from excitement, you're climbing, you get to disappointment, challenges phase, and at that point, you begin to slide down to critical points. Now, at that critical point, your decision here matters. If you decide to quit, you fail, you lose, you become a loser entirely. But if you decide to hold on and find what to do, at this point, we are there on ground to support you. When you're going through this critical phase, we will know that you're going through the physical phase. And of course, we have set up structures, we have set up systems. If you are willing to work with us, we have set up systems that will guide you through this path to enter the next phase of growth, and then, of course, to financial freedom growth. So we are here to work with you. Now, what will also make you cross through these 5 phases of growth is your why. Your why is the big question. Your why. What do you intend to achieve? What attracted you to become part of this system? What is the thing you're looking forward to achieving that made you become part of the system? Your why is what will motivate you to either quit at the point where you are tempted to, or to keep going on. Now, your dream, like I said to you the other day, is valid. Whatever dream you have, it's valid. Most times it's the vehicle to achieve that dream that is a challenge. But here we will be sharing with you all you need to be able to achieve the dream that you want for yourself. So why are you doing this business? What do you hope to achieve? 2 to 4 years plan. Now, what we're building is not Ponzi. It's going to take a process. And that's why we say we give you 2 to 4 years to achieve your goal, to achieve your dream. So you must be willing to wait. We're not saying overnight income will begin to flow right in and center. No, you have to build the process, okay? Because what eventually you're building is residual income system. That is what you're building. So, but you need to build from the scratch and work with us to get to that level. So your why, put in perspective, because this is what will propel you to surmount the obstacles when you see them. Write them down, okay? And put it where you can see them every day. You don't joke with your why. What is your why? If you are confronted and somebody asks you, what is your why? Why are you living? Why did you do what you have done? Why are you doing the things? Why do you behave this way? Why do you walk this way? Why do you talk this way? Why do you live in the environment where you're living? Why did you study the course you studied? What is your why? Why did you marry the woman you married? What is your why? You know, you must have your why with you all the time. Why you're doing this business? Why did you join this business? Yes, to get financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom. These are the 3 things we are promising you. But guess what? You have to connect it, synchronize it with your own personal why, okay? What is your why? I'm also going to let you know that what you seek is financial freedom. It is not going to come to you on a platter. But guess what? You are going to face challenges sometimes when you feel discouraged or disappointed by your friends who think, okay, who you think will jump and follow you. Not all your friends will decide to do this business, okay? But the good thing is this, the fortune is in your cold market. And that is why what we specialize in, okay? So you don't just need your friends, family members alone, but rather you need to have a medium to connect to cold market. Now, what is your cold market? Cold market is the people you don't know. Your warm market is your family, your friends, your colleague. Most times they could be discouraging, but guess what? Your cold markets, they will connect to you because they are being open-minded and objective based on what you're presenting to them. So yes, we don't need to worry about that. So we'll show you how to do all of that. Now, just understand that everyone that is successful today once faced 5 phases of growth, but because their why was stronger, they overcame and they are success stories today. Your why must be stronger. Your why must be stronger because that is the only thing that will help you to achieve your goal. Now, in C21 Energy, we have 3 cardinal cultures. The things that have made us strong as an NGO, the thing that has given us the backing, the strong backbone that we have is these 3 cardinal cultures. This is the thing that has differentiated us from any other group out there. And that is why in 6 years of running in Nigeria, we have surmounted every obstacle and we are blazing the trail. A lot of success, a lot of millionaires, a lot of ordinary people became extraordinary millionaires through the system just because of this cardinal culture. And number 1 is what? You must hand over your business to God. The God factor we don't joke with. You must involve your God in this business. From the first day you got connected to the system, the first thing you must do, or you should have done, is to hand over the business to God. The God factor we don't joke with. because we know without God we can achieve nothing. We know he's the one that teaches us and that gives us the power to create wealth, that he might establish the covenant he had with our forefathers. So we don't joke with the God factor. Now, God factor, you mustn't be a Christian or a Muslim or any other religion. Any religion you decide. What we mean is the being, the supreme being that you believe in, you must commit this business to that God you believe in. Okay? Now, the second cardinal culture is that you must be willing to be trained. You must be willing to be trained, because amateurs don't get paid, but rather professionals do. And this is why we ask for at least 2 hours of your 8 unaccounted hours in your 24 hours in a day. So we do a lot of training. Yes, we do a lot of personal development. We do a lot of group development. We do a lot of training, because multi-level marketing is a profession. And every profession requires some level of skill. Now, for you to succeed in that profession, you must acquire those skills. And guess what? We target the school of wealth. As you are learning, you are earning. You don't have to graduate before you make money. No. In the process of acquiring and mastering the skills, you are making money. Okay, so yes, you must be willing to be trained, because about 5% of people that make stupendous income in most business, because only 5% will read 5 professional books about the business. You must be willing to become open-minded, to read, to get understanding, okay, to get understanding on the subject matter. Now, these are the 5 books you look into. Number 1 is Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. I think we should be screenshotting just to have this at the back of our mind. Then you have Prospecting Rules by McNair Ross. Of course, you have The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. These are the books you need to read. The GoPro by Eric Worre, and of course, The Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. These are books that you need to read. But I'm not saying that you start reading all of them, pam, 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 immediately. No, one at a time, one at a time. But of course, we already have a program that will guide you towards how to study these books. Now, the third cardinal culture is that you must be willing to train others. You must be willing to train others. Now, our vision as a group is to do what? Is to raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people. And collectively, they will all use their monies together to affect the world positively. That's our vision. So if you are not ready to make impacts in the life of people, then I guess you're in the wrong place. Because the business, you must work with people. You must be willing to train. You must be willing to educate, okay? Like what I'm doing with us right now, I also went through training, okay? Someone else trained me. I have my mentors, okay? Of course, we'll be getting to meet them as we go on. As I am trained, I am training others, okay? That is it. You need to know that. Now, you must be ready to make a difference in the lives of people by training them to become successful and own their life. You must impact the life of people. You must be ready to help people and not use them. You don't see people as tools to make you successful, rather people you should help to become successful. You know, like the general fact about multi-level marketing, people will say, I have registered so that they can use me to climb. Not here, not here. You don't use people to climb. You help people to climb. People must succeed for you to succeed. Now, what happens here is this. Overtaking is allowed. Overtaking is allowed. That I share this opportunity with us all the way there does not mean that none of you here can overtake and become higher and earn more and become a higher person. You know, even for those of us that are becoming pioneer in Ghana. So of course, you're taking advantage of the whole country. Okay, now we're going to work with you so you can even you can get higher than the person that introduced, so you can even overtake me if you are willing to do the work. We have case studies of people who have overtaken the people that introduced them in this business, and they are earning far more than those that have introduced them. As we go on, I will share some of them with you as we go. Now, you must train leaders who are going to be professionals like you and own their lives in 2 to 4 years. Now, people must point at you that this man mentored me, this woman mentored me. You must have people around you that will, of course, say that if not for you, they wouldn't have been where they have gone to. So you must have a group of people who became financially free through your training and input. Okay, this you have to be deliberate. We don't do this thing by chance. We have to be deliberate. And that is how we're going to work with you, so you can all succeed in the process. So it's a deliberate thing. So if you still have this mindset that maybe you have entered what, no, just relax. We're on this together all the way through. Well, you even get tired of we reaching out to you, okay? And that is the way the system is structured. So we are working with, so relax and get ready to enjoy the journey together, okay? As we move on. Now, enemies of the success, enemies of your business. Of course, it's not going to be all rosy. Of course, there will be challenges. And that's why we have to separate between business and investment. Every business must go through challenges, okay? Must go through challenges. And what are the challenges you're going to face here? This is a critical one. Fear of rejection. A whole lot of people will reject you, your friends, your family members. Now, you'll be so excited, you think that these guys will want to join you, but of course they will tell you a big no eventually. Why? Because of past perception, experiences, fingers being burnt in the past, and then because of things that looks like this that are of course scams. Now let me say this to you. Let me say this. You can take me on this. Do your research on this. Multi-level marketing is the highest paying industry in the world as we speak. That's a known fact. You can Google that, you can do the research. It pays higher than Hollywood, it pays higher than the NFL, it pays higher than any of these other industries, oil and gas. Multi-level marketing is the highest paying industry in the world. And because of the potential in it, it has a lot of attractions, the good, the bad, the ugly. People take advantage of the model. It's a model, direct selling system, where you use a product, you like the product, you tell your friends, you tell your family members that this product is good. And guess what? Your friends, your family members will rather prefer your testimony on a particular product than what they see on the billboard or what they see on TV, because they know you. They know you, to your homes. So they have more confidence. But in all of this, people still reject. Why? Because they are afraid they cannot do it, or they don't have enough education, enough information on the subject matter. And that's why, as we go on, the reason why we have recorded the level of success we recorded in Nigeria is because of our system. Our system removes you from doing the talking, remove you from doing the convincing, but rather we will show you a systematic way of inviting people to the system. We have invitation, we will show you how to do that. So follow me as we drive on. So don't be afraid. People will say no, okay? But guess what? You don't even need everybody in the world to succeed here. You don't need everybody to succeed here. You just need a few persons that becomes like you. Okay, and that's why the most important person in this business is you, who you intend to become, because you will produce your kind. Our business is about duplication. You duplicate what you have. So garbage in, garbage out. So you need to work on yourself first to develop that you would desire, that you that you will want. And that's why we don't joke with training. We build your capacity. will build your capacity to become that person. Now, we believe that success comes by attraction of the personality you become. That is our belief. That success comes by attraction of the personality you become. That you don't chase success. You don't run after success and become successful. You become successful by the personality you become. And how do you become that person? By your personal training, by personal development, by training, by mentorship. Those are the things that builds you up to become that kind of capacity you desire. So fear of rejection is sure, but be assured, we have guaranteed way of handling this. Now, of course, the next thing that is the enemy of the business is what? Lack of consistency. Lack of consistency. You know, anything you don't do consistently will not pay you eventually. Anything you do when you feel like doing will pay you when it feels like paying. But anything you do consistently will pay you consistently, like your job. If you're working or you're doing it, you're running a personal business, you can't decide to say, today I don't feel like going to work, to shut down. They will fire you immediately. And that income coming from that side will stop. Okay? But because you are afraid of you're going to be fired, what do? Whether you feel like or you don't feel like, you stay up and make sure you go to work. Okay? And if you're running your own business and you're the sole proprietor of your business and you want to succeed in that business, you better become consistent at it. Because if you open your shop today, okay, and tomorrow you don't open, next tomorrow you open, the other day you don't open, people get used to you opening and not opening. And guess what? They will not, you become unreliable and you lose customers. So consistency is the game. So you need to become consistent in attending our meetings, in attending our training, in reaching out for mentorship and all of that, in building your business for it to become, you know, like I said, at least 2 hours. You start with 2 hours daily. Some of us do it full time, okay? If you want to get to the level, and of course, that is why I earn what I earn in the business, because the more time you give to it, the more successful you will become. So remember this, in this business, the only thing that can stop you from becoming financially free is when you quit. And as long as you refuse to quit, you will definitely become financially free. So quitting is not an option. If you want, that's your dream that you know is valid to become a reality. Okay, assignment starting from tonight, read your first year in network marketing by Mark Yanel, and then of course start the book from introduction to chapter 2, study this, the system by Unstoppable, all of this. Now we're going to take this bit by bit as we go on. Okay, we're going to take this bit by bit as we go on. Now, congratulations and welcome once again to La Buena Vida project. Ensure that you attend the Quick Starter Guide. Now, this is the first training for today. It's called, this is the IPO. The next one is Quick Starter Guide. At this point, I will pause. If any of us have any question, we can, you can go to the chat box and type the question. Let me take the question. Okay? Any question at this point? Any question? Any questions? I'm waiting. Go to the chat box. If you're ready to enter the next one, you let me know. Any question? Any question? Any question? Mr. Peter, do you have any question? Any question? You go to the chat box and type anything you need clarification on, because I also will be asking us questions. We're going to be doing a summary of that. This is the orientation training now to get to know about Century 21 Freedom Group. The organization running the campaign, La Buena Vida, is Century 21 Freedom Group International. That is the name of the registered NGO, registered in Nigeria, of course, and all of that. So any question on this before we move to the next training, so that in the next 45 minutes, we are done. So we can, okay, do you have copies of the reading list? Of course, we have, like I will send you the soft copy. I'll send you the soft copy eventually. So don't worry about that. No, we're together on this. Anything you need, just reach out to me. We're running. The good thing is that Mr. Peter and a few of you are pioneers in Ghana. So our plan is to come and set up a proper office in Ghana eventually, working with you. So don't worry, we'll make sure that we feed you with all the information you need to succeed. So do you have any other question? Let me move to the next good. Yes, that's the plan. So don't worry, we are together on this. Okay, so do you have any other question before I move to the next training? Any question? If you don't have any question, tell me, go ahead. If you don't have any question, let's go ahead, let's move. Any other question? Any question? Good, go ahead. So let's move. So let's move to the next slide. Let me share my screen. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, hold on. All right, now this is the next slide. If you can see my screen and you can see my slide, type 1, 2. If you can see my slide, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you can see my slide, 1, 2. Let me see your 1, 2. If you can see my slide before I continue. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Thank you. So let's move. Now we're looking at La Buena Vida Edit Plan 3.0. Okay, the quick starter guide. This is the second training that you will attend. Okay, we have a lot of trainings. Okay, this is the second one. Now, by the visionary entrepreneurs, Chiksuba, I'm a global ambassador of this great organization worldwide. Okay, so let's move on. My slides should move. Okay, now what do you have right in your hands? This is a question. What do you have right in your hands? When the value of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable, by Dr. Mike Morrow. When you don't understand the value of what you have, like to some of us, this might just be a child's play. It's one of those networking things. No, you will think again today. This is greater, this is massive, this is a movement. This is a visionary movement to transform life. So if you don't know the value of what you have, you lose it. Now, let me give us an example of these three gentlemen. The three men that started Apple Computers, okay? But, these are the three people that started Apple Computers. You have Steve Jobs. Now, Steve Jobs, before he died, his net worth was $250 billion US. That is his net worth before he died. Now, Steve Wozniak, his net worth also is $185 billion US. That is his net worth. But guess what? Ronald Wayne, who of course is one of the three partners, is broke as with today. That's his net worth. His net worth today is broke. Why is this broke? Because he sold his shares in Apple for $800 US, which is estimated to $100 billion US. Imagine what happened to him. Imagine that. Now, let me say this. If this man knew the value of his shares in Apple, would he have sold his shares for anything? The answer is no, because it is expected that every business must have issues. Now, this happened in his first 2 months in the business. At the point when Apple was teething, when Apple was struggling to survive, when so many things were going, so many objections, people did not believe in them, that it was going to succeed. And meanwhile, Ronald Wayne is the person that drafted the agreement that Apple is running on today. But guess what? He dropped out of Apple because of challenge. That is a typical example of a man that does not know the value of what he's holding. God forbid this be our portion. Now we know the story of this young man, Esau, that gave up his birthright over a plate of yam porridge that has no meat. Yes, you will ask me, how do I know that the yam porridge has no meat? Because among him and Jacob, who is the hunter? Him, of course. Okay, and guess what? He was hungry. So how would he hunt to even add meat in the porridge? So imagine giving up his birthright because he's hungry. Hunger, food that goes into his mouth. And guess what? This is our cases. This is the cases of some of us The value. Let me just get this temporary measure, temporary fix, and you will lose the main thing that is on board for you. Now, if he knew that Jesus Christ would have come from his genealogy, I am sure he wouldn't have gone into that deal of giving out his birthright. The worst thing that will happen to us is value, the value of what we are holding. And that's why most times some of us live reckless life, because we don't know that, that once we lose this life, we are gone. It is gone forever. So we need to, first of all, ask ourselves this question: what is the value of what I am holding? Now, let me share with you. Behold, the business you have just started. This is the value of this business. At full maturity stage, this is the value of this business. A single profit center of 1,050 Ghana cedis has a value of 280 Ghana cedis daily. Yes, you heard me. The three profit center of 3,150 Ghana cedis has the value of 8,400 Ghana cedis daily. You heard me again. This is the value of this business. And the five profit centers of 5,250 Ghana cedis has daily income of 14,000 Ghana cedis daily. I'm trying to get my nomenclature right, so please bear with me. So that is that. This is the potential of the business you have started. Now, am I saying that in the next 24 hours, you will realize this? The answer is no. Am I saying that it will happen exactly like this in the next 6 months? The answer is also no. But guess what? If you are willing and you're ready to learn this process and you are committed to building your business, this is a 2 to 4 years program. And guess what? I know you're working. I know what they pay you. Well, I don't know what they pay you as salary, but I think that what they pay you as your daily salary or as your salary might not be up to this, what you're seeing today. And you have 2 to 4 years to build this. Your job, you have 35 years, 30 years to retire and all of that. And by the time you're retiring, your take home might not be up to 2,800 Ghana cedis in a day. Yes, might not be up to that. You can prove me wrong, but this is the reality of what we are talking about. This is the value of the business you have just started. Now, this is the level. Now, this is the progress chart of your business, okay? Follow me as we drive on this. Now, you have launched your business. You have launched your business. Your first 1 to 2 years in this business, you put in maximum efforts. You can see the way the guy is trying to push the car up the hill. You put maximum effort, but guess what? You will get less result. It's okay. You are building. It's okay. You're 1 or 2 years. And the good news is that we will work with you on this. We know you're going through this stage. Every one of us went through it. And we're ready to support you, to guide you on how to maneuver it. And that is why we talk about mentorship. Okay? Because your mentor is somebody that has already gone through that path and is willing to guide you. Make sure you don't make the same mistake he made. Okay? And that is it. The first 1 or 2 years, you put maximum effort, but you get least results. Now, your second year to the 4th year, you put in less effort, but you still cannot let go. Because at this point, you're fully not on the cliff of the hill. If you remove your hand, the car rolls back, and that is practical. But by the time after your 4 years in this business of consistent building, you hit the point we call the critical mass, where your income becomes residual. The goal eventually is to build residual income, and that is it. That's the goal. Eventually to build residual income, but you build it. It's like building a house. Struggle to build a house, and after a moment, the house begins to pay you. You go into real estate. After a moment, it begins to pay you after a period. So this is the stages we are going to pass. Now, okay, let me show you something. Now, this is the 13th anniversary of one of our partners, AIM Global. That this was the 13th anniversary. The last one was in 2019. That was after the coronavirus. Event took place at the world's largest indoor arena in Philippines. Okay, we have 50,000 strong millionaires. 50,000 strong millionaires. Let me play this. Follow me, okay? Listen to this as it goes. That is it. And over 60 countries. So what you're doing is an international business. It's not localized to any particular country. It's all around the continent. Okay, you will have access all around the continent. That is what we're talking about. That's it. It was massive, massive, powerful, massive. You can see from
we are AIM Global, and we have the power.
Here we go. It's about time now we set it off. Here we go. Red lights, I could never stop. A dreamer with the fever to be great was all I ever wanted. A fighter with the fever for the fame was all I ever
Grabe! Power! Who wants to be the next millionaire?
Won't stop till we're legends. Won't stop till we're legends. Here we go.
If you believe in our system, I'm telling you, the rest
ladies
is
from
going to be
Ghana.
history.
Habang nandito ang AIM Global, meron tayong pag-asa para makaon sa buhay.
Was all I ever wanted. A fighter with the fever for the fame was all I ever wanted. Got me singing like bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. This fire's a weapon. Bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. Won't stop till we're legends. Won't stop till we're legends.
England changed my life. England pays me every day, and England made my dream come true.
Do we have the visionaries in the house?
We have different challenges, we have different situations, but for sure, we have the same destination.
My name's forever known. Blood, sweat, I'll break my bones till all my scars bleed golden. My name's forever known. Bang, 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 bang.
I want to really thank all my partners all over Africa, the Nigerians, the Kenyans, the Tanzanians, the Ghanaians, the Senegalese, everyone in Africa. This award is ours.
Won't stop till we're legends.
The company is here to build more bridge, to open more countries, to launch new products, to launch new divisions. And power will come after power. I tell you, from this day on, more and more success will come to us, because together, more and more powerful we will become. Not only
That's the visionaries president, the president of the organization worldwide. Okay, Dr. Ed Cabanton, this is the visionary president of the main body that is financing the whole project. This is the visionary president, Dr. Ed Cabanton. Now, do you have this young man? This young man here was, let me bring it back a little. Yes, this young man, this is the Tanzanian, okay, used to be top one in Africa. Elias Mayazu used to be top one in Africa. That was before we came on board, before C2 Energy came on board, before La Buena Vida came on board, okay? Because what they do most times is to sell products before they climb. But here we have mastered the art of connecting people without selling any product to anybody, okay? Like the issues people have with multi-level marketing is selling of product, but that we don't do here. We don't sell a single product. We use our product, okay? So we don't put emphasis on selling of products, okay? But today, as we speak, our own president, the president of Century 21 Freedom Group International, is now the top one in Africa in just 6 years. Alliance in Motion has been in existence for the past 16 years, and we have been with them for 6 years, 10 years in Nigeria. But guess what? We are the top one in Africa. Why? Because of our system. And that is what I'm going to share with you as we go on. So I just needed to make that comment. So let's move on. Let's move on to this. Let's watch this.
To open more countries, to launch new products, to launch new divisions, and power will come after power. I tell you, from this day on, more and more success will come to us, because together, more and more powerful we will become, not only in Asia, not only in Africa, but around the world. I ask you, do you believe right now? Do you believe that you have the power? That together we will be powerful?
Look at the crowd. The place filled with, see how filled that place is. These are filled with millionaires, okay? These are successful people, 50,000 capacity filled to the brim. And that was because of the impact of the virus. And we know the impact in Asia of the virus. Because next year, by God's grace, there's going to be another vacation next year. Wow. That is it. That is it. Okay? That is it. So next year, there's going to be another vacation. Hopefully, if you know you want to join me in that vacation next year, go to the chat box and type, you are there. I will. If you want to be part of this 2 weeks all expensive paid vacation. Now, what qualifies you to be part of this vacation is that you have entered the Millionaire League. Okay, at least you're earning a minimum of 1 million Ghana cedis every month. Okay, a minimum of 1 million Ghana cedis every month. So if you know you want to be part of this next year, or you want to be among those of us that are going for this vacation, 2 weeks all expensive paid vacation to Philippines, go to chat box and type, I will be there. Let me see who is going with me. I will be there. Go to the chat box, I will be there. Great. Yes. I will be there. That is all it takes. You take that decision, you work towards it, and we'll all get there. All right, so let's move. Okay, now that same event, some of us were decorated at the world stage. Okay, some of us were decorated at the world stage as one of the top 500 in the world as of 2019. Okay, starting from the left flank, that's yours truly. That's yours truly from the left, extreme left. That's yours truly. Now this is Ambassador Juliet. Ambassador Juliet, a nurse, and then this is Dr. Victor Abasin, my mentor, the 381 Mastermind. You'll be hearing from him. You'll be joining him very soon, the 381 Mastermind. And of course, you have Ambassador Dozier Okeze, one of my mentors too. Then you have a Barrister Bond, okay, a barrister, okay, also one of the top 500. And then you have Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba, the medical doctor that resigned from the hospital. This is it. Top 500 in world as top at 2019. And in that same 2019, some of our top leaders, some of our masterminds were decorated at the same world stage. We have top 6, we have top 11, we have top 10, top 11, top 15, top 4, okay, top 16, top 10, of course, top 9, and so on. So we have 10 persons out in Africa, 10 persons that represented us. I wasn't one of them anyway, but 10 persons represented us at that level. Now, this was the first event that we went for, and this was in 2018, all expenses paid vacation. Okay, then I didn't qualify for this because I have not entered the league of the monthly millionaires. That was in 2018. Like I said, you know, you build, you develop in the process. But in 2019, I joined them. Okay, I joined them. This is the crowd. We had less than 30 persons in 2018, but in 2019, we had over 120 persons that qualified. Okay, now remember, our goal is to create 50,000 monthly millionaires in the new economy, in the connected economy by the year 2024. And that is where we are going to. This is the crowd. You can see us, Nigeria, we like show off. We have to wear agbada to show off, okay? This is also part of the vacation. That's my mentor, Dr. Victor Abasin, and then other leaders having fun during the vacation and all of that. Aha, this is yours truly. This is yours truly, and this is Dima Ako, the young man at the center. The young man at the center. Then he was the highest earner in the whole of Cameroon. In the whole of Cameroon. I think I should play this so that we can hear him. We can hear him. This is the highest earner in the whole of Cameroon. This is not playing. Let me bring it out. Let me bring it out. Let me bring it out. Oh, hold on. We need to listen to that. Let me get it. Just give me some time. Let me bring it out. Okay, where is Dima Ako? Hold on. I'll get there now. Just give me a moment. I will get there. Give me a moment. I need us to hear from this young man. I interviewed him during that event. You know, I decided to hear from him how he did it. Top 1 in Cameroon. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, let me share my screen. I've seen it. Let me share my screen now. Stop sharing this and share this. Hold on. Okay, I've seen it. That's the young man. So let's listen to his testimony. Is this? Oh, not hearing it. Sorry. He's having issues sharing. Let's see. Sharing the wrong one. Yes, hold on. I hope this is the right one. The thing is refusing to share, but I think we should just move on. I think we should just move on. I'll play it one other time. He's refusing to share. Okay. He's refusing to share. He's refusing to play here. So, but anyway, that's the young man there at the center. You know, for the first time I heard from him that certificate is better than certificate. What you know is what actually puts food on your table, not your certificate. That's the young man, the top highest earner in the whole of Cameroon then. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, all right, so this is a testimony. This is a testimony of a man that have done this business for 10 years. A man that have done this business for 10 years. His name is Carlos Bonaventura. He's a Filipino, okay, 10 years. We are not up to, our organization, C21FG, we're not up to 10 years yet in Nigeria, okay? We're just 6 years. But of course, we have recorded the results. I'm going to show you through this man now. Some of us have already gotten that result and beyond. Okay, let's look at, I hope this plays now. Wow, it's not playing again. Let me get it out. Just hold on. This also is refusing to play. Just give me some time. Hold on, let me get this out. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I just need us to listen to him. That's why I just want to play this. I need us to listen to him. Let me get it out. I need us to, there's a comment he made. I would want us to, you know, let's hear from the horse's mouth. Let's hear from the horse's mouth. Okay. So then, hold on, having issues sharing this, but so won't give up on you. Okay, I think we are good now. Yeah.
Gumagawa ng mga plano, bahay, buildings, billboards, isang towers, nakukontrata, and gumagawa ng mga bahay pero walang sariling bahay. Dumating po ang point na napagod din ako sa sa kakatrabaho. Kahit ayaw ko ng networking, sinubukan kong gawin.
Good morning! Welcome to our home. Resultant
10 years of building business. This is how far the man has gone. Meanwhile, when he started, he said he hated network marketing, that he hated it. He's an engineer by profession anyway, that he hated network marketing. But watch this, 10 years of building his business.
10 years sa AIM Global.
Naibigay ko yung gusto ng misis ko. Magkaroon ng sariling bahay.
Tara, pasok tayo.
Tara, kasi tayo sa second floor.
Whatever your dream is possible. Most times is that we have stopped dreaming. 10 years, 10 years, but mind you, we say between 2 to 4 years, we get to where you're going, but 10 years, okay? This is what is possible. This is what is possible. 10 years of building an amazing business. Follow.
Ito po yung walk-in closet.
May sarili siyang dresser, malaki yung kanyang CR, meron siyang sariling jacuzzi. Sa third floor, meron kaming amenities, meron kaming sariling gym, spa, massage room.
Your dream is possible.
And movie theater. Sa fourth floor, meron kaming roof deck na nandun na rin yung bar and tambayan namin. Sa mga nag-umpisa ngayon, kailangan mong lakihan ang pangarap. Kung dating ang pangarap mo is maliit lang na bahay, lakihan mo na. Para pag binigay sa'yo, yung gustong-gusto mo na.
Tip ko sa mga asawa, very supportive ka sa asawa mo. Kasi kung hindi ako...
You can hear the wife saying very supportive. Of course, why in this house, there won't ever be quarrel in this house. Because what causes quarrel most times is when the pepper is not there, fight starts. But guess what? She cannot quarrel with, it's very supportive. She's always smiling and happy with the man. No matter whatever the man does, she's always forgiving the man. Why not? With this kind of,
naging supportive at naging negative ako, siguro wala itong bahay na ito ngayon na pangarap namin.
See how? This is not a hotel, this is his personal house.
After 1 year and 2 months, nagkaroon ako ng kotse. Yun, tuloy-tuloy na. Ilang kotse na yung nabili namin. After pang-apat na kotse, nagkaroon ako ng hammer. After ng bahay, siyempre tapos na. Kailangan ko pong bumili ng gusto ko namang kotse. Nagdadrive po ako ngayon. Maserati.
That he bought a car he really liked. In 10 years, he was able to afford a Maserati. He bought a car he really liked. Now, in C21FG, La Buena Vida here in Nigeria, of course, you have seen Maserati. We have 2 Maseratis in about 4 years. The Maseratis were bought in 2019, and this is 2020. Yes, 2020. 2 Maseratis in today we're about 6 years in the business, and when we're 4 years, okay? We have 2 Maseratis, a lot of Porsche, a lot of Benz, different sorts of cars in about 4 years, okay? And he said in 10 years, he bought a Maserati, but we bought our own Maserati here. One belongs to my mentor, Dr. Victor Abalsin, and then the next one to Ambassador Kelechi, okay? The 2 Maseratis we have in the organization. In 4 years, that is it. Your dream is possible. Now, I will show you why he took him 10 years to achieve this, while in about 4 or 5 years, we achieved that. Let me show you why.
Isabay sa Ferrari at Lamborghini. Konti pa lang po ang meron sa Pilipinas. Nag-start kami sa Global. Pinangutang pa namin ang entry level namin na 1 head. Pero kung bibigyan ka ng chance, sana 7 heads minimum ang gagawin mo. Kasi kung gusto mong mas mabilis, hindi ka nabuti ng 10 years. 5 years lang. Kung ano meron kami, meron ka. Success is a journey, not a destination. Pag nandun ka na sa success, nandun ka na sa gusto mong mangyari, nakuha mo na yung mga pangarap mo. Grabe guys, ibang klase. Sasabihin mo, buti na lang, tinuloy-tuloy ko ang gawin ng Global.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's serious. Wow. Now, he made a comment there. He said it took him 10 years to arrive that destination. It took him 10 years to get there. Okay? 10 years of building his business to get there. Okay? But he said if you are given a chance, and the reason is because he borrowed money.
All right.
He borrowed money. Sorry, this is.
And we are privileged to have him.
He borrowed money. These are some of our leaders, but that is not what we're doing now. Hold on. Okay, these are some of our leaders. Let me take us back to our slides. So done while I'm explaining. Now, it took him 10 years to get to that point. Why? Because he borrowed money. He couldn't afford a single account. Okay, when it was time to register, he could only had to go and borrow money. He had to go and borrow money from somebody, okay, to do a single account. And it took him 10 years. He said, if you are given a chance, don't start with 1. Then he said, start with 7. Okay? I will explain to you why he said you should start with 7. Okay? I will explain that. But why, of course, why is it that what took him 10 years, we in La Buena Vida achieved it in 4, 5 years? What took him that? Why is it possible? Okay, this is what I'm going to show us now. Why it was possible for us to achieve what took him 10 years in less than 5 years. Why? Because we did not start with a single account. We did not start with a single account. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing the difference between 1 account and 3 accounts. There is 1 account, there is 3 accounts, there is 5 accounts. I think right now in Ghana, they stopped at 5 accounts. But here in Nigeria, we have 1 account, we have 3 accounts, we have 7 accounts, we have 15 accounts, and of course, we have 31 accounts. But now in Ghana, I think it's 5, they stopped. They're still working on upgrading to more accounts. So hopefully you're coming in at the right time. As they're upgrading, you're upgrading with them. Okay, so now let me just show us 1 and 3. This is the one that is readily available. Okay, you can upgrade with, to 3 accounts. Now let's say the assignment, this is you here. I'm trying to do a pictograph of what happens with the 1 account. Okay, the assignment you're going to do after this meeting is that you're going to be generating a minimum of 50 names from your contacts. Now, I want us to start from your contact before we go to Facebook. I know you connected through Facebook. We'll show you how to do Facebook ad and how to generate leads from Facebook. No problem, we can do that. Now, we are planning to have a BOM tomorrow night. Planning to have a BOM tomorrow. BOM means business opportunity meeting. That's what generally people refer to as seminar. We're planning to have BOM tomorrow, okay? So you might need to generate 50 names, 50 names, and these people must have Zoom app, okay? They must have Zoom app and all of that, okay? So we show you, direct you on how you're going to connect them to us, connect them to the Zoom meeting so they can be part of this. Now, out of these 50 names you're going to write or you're going to copy out, I am sure not all of them will be interested. I'm very sure of that. Not all of them will be interested. Assuming only 8 of them are interested, only 8, just 8 out of your 50 names, just 8 are interested. And you started with how much? 8,050 Ghana cedis. Now, this is how we're going to position the 8 of them, like this. The 8 of them will be positioned as you have seen in the screen. I hope you're seeing my screen. Okay, good. The 8 of them will be positioned like this. Now, for every one of them that connects to the system, each of them you earn the direct connectors bonus of 100 cedis, 100 Ghana cedis for each of them that connects. You earn direct connectors bonus of 100 Ghana cedis. Okay, that's that. Direct connectors bonus of 100 Ghana cedis multiply by 8 of them. Sorry, are you seeing my screen? Please, if you're seeing my screen, type 1, 2. You're seeing my screen and you're following, type 1, 2, please. Let me be sure we are seeing my screen. Okay, anybody seeing my screen? Type 1, 2 if you're seeing my screen. Good, good, thank you. So let me move on. So once 8 of them connect, you get 100 Ghana cedis for each of them. So times 8, that's 800 Ghana cedis. Okay, there's the first form of payment, which is the direct connectors bonus. Now the next form of payment is what is called matching bonus. One on the left, one on the right, 140 Ghana cedis. One on the left, one on the right, 140 Ghana cedis. One on the left, one on the left. So you combine, you have 4 of it, and that gives you 560. Now the total income that you will earn instantly, not tomorrow, instantly through this process, and 8 of your people connect, you will make 1,360 Ghana cedis. That's what you're going to make immediately this happens. Now, because you're running a single account. Now, let's move on. Now, let's show you the 3 accounts. The 3 accounts will cost you 3,150 Ghana cedis, which is 3 profit center. Now, that is you up there. You are divided into 3. You have 3 shops. Now, the same activity of writing 50 names and only 8 of them connect, like the person that had a single account did. The same activity, and guess what? The 8 of them will be positioned under you as you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of them will be positioned under you like this. Now, for each of them you connect, you get 100 Ghana cedis for each of them you connect, including yourself that you registered yourself in other 2 places. 100 Ghana cedis for each of them you connect. Now, if you add up all of this, it gives you how many? 10 connections, and that is 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now, let's move on. Now, guess what? Each account will be treated independent of the other. Please watch the color change. Watch the color change. You have 3 accounts, like you have 3 shops, 3 offices in maybe 3 different locations in one, in you. So let's start from the one on the left, okay? You see the color change. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 141. So totally, cumulatively, 24 Ghana cedis of the one on the right. That's how much you earn from that one. Then the one on the left also does the same thing, color changes, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and of course you have 240 Ghana cedis. Now it's remaining the one on top, the U on top. Watch the color change. Okay, now 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 140, 140, match on the left, on the right, 140, match it like that. And this is it. So cumulatively, if you add up all of this, your matching bonus is 1,180 Ghana cedis. Okay, now when you add up all of this, guess what you get? You get 280 Ghana cedis for the work of connecting 8 persons. Okay, 8 persons. Now, mind you, these people have not connected anybody. Okay, and that is how it goes on and on and on. Now, one profit center has income potential of 1,360 Ghana cedis, connecting 8 persons. You do the same thing with 3 profit center, connecting the same 8 persons, you earn 2,280 Ghana cedis. Now, this is the reason why he said that if you're given a chance, start with 7 and not 1. But of course, at all, not the winch, but you have already started already, and let's start building. But of course, there is room for upgrade. But the earlier you upgrade to build a proper balance before we begin to support you with the support we said, the better for you, okay? Because once you are supported, the structure will be affected because the person that is supporting you will get before you that is supporting. So you won't be able to have the structure unified if you, with a little bit of mathematics and explaining diagram, you know that once somebody comes in, there's a different, you can see this. Once a different person takes up any of this position, you know, that would distort it. But it's good you upgrade if you have the capacity. But if you don't have the capacity, let's run with what we have, okay? We are moving forward. Now, explanation of DTC, okay, the Direct Tracking Center, okay? Now, this is, once you make your payment, you go through your registration, okay? Mr. Peter, your username and password is ready. I'm going to forward it to you later, okay? Now, once that is done, you take up this address on top, you can screenshot it. This dtc.aimgloballink.com. You log into this website, and then it will open up and show you where you have your username and password. You enter it, and then from there, it's another training, okay, how to understand the DTC. We won't be, if we start that, it will take more than 1 hour to show us how to understand the DTC. So we won't be doing that today. Won't be doing that today, so we'll do that another time, okay? So that is that. So let's move on. Let's move on. Now, how do I connect? How do I connect? These are the various ways of connecting people to this system, okay? How do I connect? Now, social media, Facebook, okay? Now, of course, social media is everywhere. You can connect to anybody in any part of the world. You can connect to anybody in any part of the world through the social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, what is it again? You have Twitter, you know, LinkedIn and all of that. So you can connect people through this. You have access to the world. And if you know how to manage the social media environment or navigate it, you can build a massive business for yourself through this avenue because you have a whole lot of people. You have well over 200 million people on social media and more, okay? So you have a vast net of people you can connect to on social media. We're going to run a training on how to use Facebook, do Facebook ad and all of that. We're going to show you how to do all of that. Okay, so just bear with, just follow me on the journey. Then of course you have the contact recommendation. These are ways of connecting people. Contact recommendation, you recommend people from your phone, your contacts. You have well over, I don't know exactly how many you have, but of course, people have 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 200 contacts, as the case may be. Now, contact recommendation works like magic. Now, you recommend your warm list. Social media help you to connect your cold list, and that is where the fortune is. Your ability to harness your cold lists or cold markets is what gives you massive success. And that is what we have specialized in La Buena Vida, how to connect cold markets. Okay, your warm markets, yes, they come in, they some trust you, some believe you, some don't believe you because they know you completely and most times. But sometimes they're also encouraged to join you to help your business grow fast. Okay, but for the freedom you look for eventually, you need to learn how to use your cold markets. And that is social media, that is questionnaire. Okay, you have the flyer, postcard, instant prospecting, and then of course, home launch and brand launch. Now we can organize this. What do we mean by home launch and brand launch? Is gathering people in your house. Gathering people in your house, we speak to them. Now I am making plans eventually to visit Ghana, but it might not be immediately. But meanwhile, we can work virtually. You can gather people in your house or in your office or any space environment. As long as you have a TV, we can do this presentation via streaming, via Zoom meeting. Okay, you gather them, I speak to them on Zoom, and of course, they will connect to your business. I'm ready to do this for you anytime. Okay, now you go through the process. I'll show you how to invite them and then invite them to your house, then or to your office or any space you want to use. Then via Zoom, I can talk to them, take their question, explain the process to them, and they sign into your business. Okay, there is a script for doing that. You don't have to start dragging and begging and headhunting people. No, when that time comes, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, system one, which is of course social media, the Facebook, I've explained that. We learn how to do ad boosting, ad promoting. This helps you get the cold access to cold market to any part of the world. Connected to you to Ghana because of Facebook. Connected to people in Kenya, connected to people in Canada, people in US. You can connect to any part of the world, depending on where your interest is. Okay, you target a particular location. I'm interested in Ghana. I target on Ghana. I get leads from Ghana, and then I'm working with people in Ghana. I'm interested in people in Kenya. I target my ads to Kenya, and guess what? I get people in Kenya. I present to them, and I'm working with them. And as all of these things are happening, they have access. We have Empowered Consumerism Alliance in Motion has an office in Ghana. They have in Kumasi. They have in Accra, and then this other place, I can't remember the name. They have three warehouses in Ghana. So you can easily get your products. In Kenya, every other place, they have offices. So once that is done, easily you get your products. Either you go to the warehouse and pick your products, or it's delivered to you, okay, if you make that arrangement. Okay, so that is that. So you can connect to anybody in the part of the world. And the second system, which is also valid, is what we're using, that is giving us massive results, is called the contact recommendation. Your phone contacts, simply your phone contacts. Okay, I've explained that earlier, but let's show you more. Now, this text message, now you will generate 50 names from your phone. Okay, 50 names from your phone. You are recommending them to us. Now, you will send them an SMS that goes like this. Please follow me. Okay, follow this. You can screenshot it or whatever. Excuse me. You can screenshot it or whatever. Now, this text message goes to us. Hello, John. How is everything? I submitted your number to an international organization running a project now in Ghana to show people how to generate income in the new economy using their system. I'm going through their coaching currently. Have they contacted you? You see that? Now, once you generate this contact, you send them to us, and each of them, you must send this SMS to them. You must send this SMS to each of them. And once you send it as SMS, our consultants will call them. We will call them and invite them to a Zoom meeting. Okay? For now, we invite them to a Zoom meeting, and they will join the meeting the same way you join. Now, if they meet the same way the meeting, your first attendant made sense to you, it will also make sense to them. You're not going to market anything to anybody. You're not going to carry any product to sell. Your product is for your own consumption. The supplements and all of that is for your own consumption. You're not going to market it, okay? It's for your use. But of course, you will now adopt the connected economy system, generate the contact list. We'll send this. If you don't send this SMS to them, we cannot connect with them. Why? Because they will begin to wonder. Mind you, they did not respond to a Facebook ad like you responded. Okay, so we can't reach out to them. Is this SMS that will create that link, that connection, because you recommended them. And so that once we start chatting or start calling them, we tell them that they were recommended to us by Mr. Peter. Do they know them? Okay, this should have been, okay, recommended by me. At the end of the day, you just have Peter there, whatever, depending on the name of these guys. So once this is done, they will feel at home because you recommended them. They will be looking forward to hearing from us. And once that happens, of course, some of them might have questions. Yeah, lest I forget. Some of them might have questions. And the way you handle their question determines how serious they will be, or the level of the success that your business will get. Now, if they ask you questions, just respond this. Now, please, let me take this off first. Let me take this off. Now, look at this. This is the way you handle questions. Hey, Mr. Peter, I got your message. I don't understand. What is it all about? You know, the way you respond to that will determine how successful the list you have written will be. Very important. There are certain words you must not use. Okay, and then as we go on, your list will also be done what is called segmented. We'll segment your list. There are some people in your list that you are close to that would rather prefer to hear from you than hear from anybody. There are also people that are HA9s, people we call high network individuals, These people, you don't just send them SMS, okay? There's also a way to reach out to them. We'll show you, we have scripts for everything we do. Okay, we'll show you how to connect to them. And there are people, your wife, your family member here and there. Okay, these are also people you would want to talk to yourself. Now, in all of this, they begin to ask you questions. What is this thing all about? See, there are words you must not use at this point, okay? One, and again, let me correct something. What we're trying to do is invitation, not presentation. There's a difference between invitation and presentation. Invitation is to invite to an event, invite to a presentation. It is not your duty, it's not you that does the presentation. So you don't try to explain the business you fully don't understand yet. You stop at invitation. Okay, you stop at invitation. When you now invite them, we will do the talking, we will do the explanation. Okay, now this is the answer you must give. Okay is a non-governmental initiative that shows selected people system to generate capital for their project without interest rates or collateral. I connected to one of their top superiors for the offer. He asked me to recommend a credible person I know, so I gave them your number. Please let me know if they contact you. Okay, now this is the response you must give. Now you must not use words like is a network marketing, and these people are not going to be, they are not selling products, and their own is different, and if you do that, you have failed. Because at that moment, the first thing that will trigger is the past experience of somebody they know or even themselves that did something like this that has no system. Like I said earlier, multi-level marketing is the highest paying industry in the world. The challenge or the problem people have with it is that they engage in network marketing without a proven system. And when you don't have a system, you are bound to hit rock, have a lot of challenge. So with our system, we guide you. All you need is to copy and paste. All you need, and good enough, we're starting off with you. So this is what we're going to copy and paste as we build a massive team around you there in Ghana. So this is what you must respond. I believe at this moment you're screenshotting already. Okay, now you don't say it's a network and their products, you know, you're not selling, you're not bringing, you're not marketing. All those things are not necessary because already you're pushing them to a particular point where they will say, ah, I did this, it failed. I did alliance emotion, it failed. I did it, Oh, so many things will come up at that point. And that's why you stop at this to keep their curiosity level high. Okay, you to stop at this to keep their curiosity level high. Okay, it's a non-governmental. What is it all about? Okay, it's a non-governmental initiative that shows selected people system to generate capital for your project without interest rate or collateral. I connected to one of their top superiors for the offer. He asked me to recommend a credible person I know, so I gave them your number. Please let me know if they contact you. Okay, you stop here because curiosity is the game. You stop here so that they will be curious to know more. And with this, if you invite them to the meeting, they must come. They must come. And at this point, some might not be satisfied with this. They might have more questions to ask. Simply send them our website. Stop there. That's the website there, www.labuenavidaproject.com. Simply send them the website and you're good to go. Stop there. Don't try to present. Don't try to explain. Don't interpret. Leave it at that. Moreover, you don't need everybody to succeed. Don't become desperate of trying to, so that they will agree. No, even your closest pal, stop at this point. Stop at this point because you need them to see for themselves so that they can get explained. They get explanation from the professionals. Okay? Because if you try explaining to them, you will mess it up because you don't understand. And you won't tell them the whole truth. You can't educate them enough. People take decisions when they are properly educated and when they get educated from the right source. Leave the educating to us. Let us do the educating. You just stick to what we have asked you to do. And I guarantee you, in no distance time, you will be shocked at the level of success you're going to build. Okay? That is it. That is it. You generate your contact list and all of that. You follow through the system, you are good to go. Now, who makes this recommendation call? Not you. Who make this recommendation call? Not you. Okay? Now, your upline does that. In this case, I'm your upline. I'm your leader. I'm your everything. I'm your mentor in this matter. We're working together. So I will handle that. Ensure that you know the person making your call. Now, the reason for this is eventually, you're going to have people come under you, okay? We will guide you up to a point. The essence is to help you become independent. Help you become independent. And that's it. And you can only become independent when you have the right resources. Now, remember when we started the 3 cardinal cultures of C21FG? Number 1 is the God factor. Number 2 is that you'll be willing to be trained, and which is what we're doing now. And the number 3 is that training others. Okay, you train others because you have been trained, and you've been trained and you already have resources to do that. Okay, so with time, you get to understand more and more of this. Now, how do I invite people I know directly to our event. Now, there might be some people, like I said, when your list has been segmented, there are people that would rather want to hear from you than hear from one Ambassador Chuks. Okay? There are people, there are people that will want to hear. Those ones you might not bother giving us their number, but at least calculate up to 50. We need 50, we start with 50, that's the number. 50, 100, the higher you go, the better, because your raw material is the people you have access to, okay? So that's that. So if you might want to call people yourself, you might want to talk to certain people yourself, we already will guide you, okay? We'll guide you on how to call. There's what we call instant prospecting and invitation scripts. You want to call people you want to share the opportunity with. You don't just say, hey, come with this thing I want you to come and do. No, we don't do that here. We will guide you, okay? This is what you use. This is used to call people with this, people you know very well, okay? You can use your text message. You can send them a text message. You can craft it and send it as text message. You can use WhatsApp. You can simply call them on phone instantly and use the script. Now, for the meeting we have tomorrow, probably is going to be 7 p.m. your own time and 8 o'clock Nigerian time, okay? So you can use this script I'm going to share with you now to invite them. You can use this script to invite them, okay? Those you want to share with. You can use this script to invite them to this meeting that it will be holding tomorrow. Okay, by the end of today, just make up the list and just screenshot this. Okay, you can use this to invite someone today and the person will attend the same and sign into the. Now, this is the script. Please, I need you to screenshot this. Okay, you can screenshot it and break it as you're typing when you want to send it to them. Use this, write the 50 names today, use this and send to those 50 persons, okay, and invite them to this meeting, okay? You can call, you can use text message. It goes to us. Mike, the name of the person. Hope you are great and family is fine. Pick one. There's an international organization that launched a huge business project recently based on their massive success for the past 5 years. Truly, this project will help a lot of people improve their personal life financially, considering the economic situation today. The reservation for their meeting is very tight, but I happen to know their top consultant, and he gave me a double slot to join the meeting on Zoom. So you will stop at on Zoom because we are working on Zoom now, or even go to their office. Okay. I wanted to give you one of the reservation, but under what condition? Under one condition. And what is the condition? You will not waste my slot. Join the meeting on time. Okay? You will not waste my slot. Join the meeting on time. You will not waste my slot. Are you seeing, is the screen clear? Is it clear? Please, if it's clear, type 1, 2. If it's clear and you have screenshotted, type 1, 2. If it's clear and you have screenshotted, type 1, 2. Okay, if it is clear and you have screenshotted, type 1, 2. Type 1, 2. Okay, good. So you are not going to send this as lump sum. Good. You're not going to send it in bulk. You can break it and start a chat. But first of all, before you start the chat, write out the 50 names of the people you want to chat with. Okay, write out the 50 names of the people you want to start with before you even start the chat. Don't just start chatting. Okay, write down the names of the people so that as you start chatting, you tick. You start chatting, you tick. Because the essence is to invite them to the meeting tomorrow. Now, when you're done chatting, okay, you will send them the Zoom link to join. You will send them the Zoom link to join. Okay, but first of all, please, this is where we have issues. What monkey sees, monkey do. Now, the reason why you're doing this is to be able to transfer the system to the person. Now, your friends will come and say, guy, I like this, because you didn't try to call. Even if you have to call and read the scripts. Please stick to the scripts. Even if you have to call them one by one, call and read the script. But if you want to chat, stick to the script also. Send them one by one, because when they come on board eventually, whether they can talk like you, talk like me or not, whether they can't even, they cannot speak, okay? Deaf and dumb, as long as they have a phone, they can do this. They can do this. They can just, the same thing, we will teach them the way we are teaching you. We'll pass it on as we are passing on. The way it was passed on to us, we are passing down to you. That is what is success in multi-level marketing. Your ability to do simple, basic things consistently and teach a lot of people to do the same thing consistently. That is what gives you massive results in multi-level marketing. And that's where people are getting it wrong, because they do things that cannot duplicate. They do things other people cannot do. People that join them cannot do, and it hangs at that point. Even if you are so good at speaking, please stick to the system. Send this as WhatsApp. You break it. You can start with Mike, hello, depending on the name of the person. Jackson, how you doing now? How life? How everything? Blah, 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 bam. You stop. Quick one. There's an international organization that launched a huge business project recently based on their massive success for the past 5 years. Truly, this project will help a lot of people. It's actually 6 years, but this is the last time was 5. We used it was 5 years. That's not updated that. We are now 6 years in Nigeria. Okay, truly this project will help a lot of people to improve their personal life financially, considering the economic situation today. Now, the reason for the reservation for their meeting is very tight, but I happen to know their top consultant. Of course, you know me, that's why you have access to this. And he gave me a double slot, You create deliberately, you create scarcity. You don't tell them that they gave me 50 slots. No, deliberately create scarcity. Create scarcity so that they would want more. They will want one of the slots. These are things you would do, and you have your people attend massively in the event. And then make sure what condition that you don't waste my slot. You don't want to start giving out slots to people that will not attend. Okay, so you make sure you get that commitment from them, and then we are good to go. We're good to go. So please, if you're okay with this and you understand this, please go to the chat box and type okay, so that I can move to the next stage, because I need you to understand this together so you can move as fast as possible. If you're okay with this and you understand it, go to the chat box and type okay. Okay, 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 okay. Please, I'm waiting. Okay, fine. So let's move. Now, how does the organization know that I'm the person that recommended my written contacts? Of course, you should be a little bit worried about this, okay? Because what if you recommend people and they sign into the business and you don't see them registered under you? How do you know? Okay, good. For everybody that comes into our system must come in through a reservation code. If you check the Zoom link that was sent to you even today, you will see reservation code 381CE/CE/3008 or 003 or whatever. Now that's the reservation code of the person that recommended you. That's the reservation code of the person that recommended you. Okay, the 381CE is constant, /CE is constant, but / the last 4 digits. Now, last 4 digits is the phone number, your own personal phone number. Okay, one of your numbers, especially the ones that the one that is on WhatsApp. Okay, so your code will change. I will send you that later. Okay, your reservation code. So anybody you are sending a Zoom link to, that person must carry your reservation code. That way we know that the person is coming from you. We know the person is coming from you. The last 4 digits, 381CE is constant, /CE is constant, slash the last 4 digits is what varies. Last 4 digits of your personal phone number, especially the one on WhatsApp. Okay, the one on WhatsApp. So good. Now, position of leadership. Position of leadership. The good news here is that this position is already what we're operating in Nigeria, and we're going to replicate exactly the same positioning in Ghana. And that is the advantage you have right now by being one of the pioneers. Okay, first, you have made your payments. You are a distributor. That is it. You are a distributor right now. Okay, you have made your payments. You have been registered into the system. You are a distributor. Your next target is how to become a kinsman. How to become a kinsman. Now, who is a kinsman? A kinsman is somebody that has 5 persons that has connected one person each under them. That's one. A kinsman is also somebody that has gone through the SMO checklist, that standard method of operation checklist. I'm going to share that with you as we go on. Okay, is the first mentorship class, with the mastermind. I'm going to be adding you in a general platform, general WhatsApp platform. Okay, where you'll be going through the activities. I'll guide you. I'll be with you there, and other top leaders are there. Okay, other top leaders in Nigeria are there. So you'll be guided on the activities there. So when you complete those activities, then of course you become a kinsman. And the good news is that come January 10th and 11th, we'll be having the Emerge event. In the Emerge event that will be holding in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, that will be sitting well over 8,000 partners. Is an event you will not want to miss. So I don't know your program, but I also will advise, because this is a major event. People are coming from all over the world. Okay, people are coming from all over the world to that event. Is something is life transforming, because in life, certain things are taught. They teach you certain things. Certain things are taught, but guess what? Certain things are caught. You catch certain things. You catch revelation, and you catch things when you are present there. There are certain things they teach you, but there are certain things you catch. Okay? And if you have time, if you have plans to build a massive structure in Ghana, this is a good time to come and learn from what we do in Nigeria and go and replicate, so that hopefully come 2024, we'll be having Emerge events holding in January, live in Ghana. If you believe that, say amen. If you believe that, say amen. That's a prophecy. If you believe that, say amen. Are you guys not with me? If you believe that, say good, good. And imagine having at least 2,000 persons seated in the hall, and they are all connected to you, Mr. Peter. So I will advise, check your calendar. If you can find your way to Nigeria, come the 10th and 11th of January, so that you can be part of that event, okay? It will be great. So you can come and see, nothing is new under the sun. That's the truth. Nothing is new. We copy and paste, that's all. You copy a working system and paste, and it begins to work. Copy and paste. So if you can come and just copy the right system, and then of course we'll go around, you see for yourself, red-handed, if there's any word like that. You see for yourself and you get convinced. Okay, so that's it. After that, we'll be celebrating kinsmen in that event. So hopefully you can qualify to become a kinsman come that Emerge event, and you'll be one of the ones celebrated. Okay, imagine the feeling all the way from Ghana, announced and you are celebrated. Wow, it's gonna be an amazing feeling. Okay, the next stage is to become e-cell leaders. Okay, e-cell leader, imagine cell leader, that's what that means. Imagine cell leader. These are the stages of position you can arrive. So Just be thinking, imagining you taking up this position in Ghana. Imagining you taking up this position in Ghana, you become a cell leader, you become a monthly millionaire, okay? Is a position. Of course, monthly millionaire, as the word goes, is that you have started earning at least 1 million cedis every month, okay? Is a position you can ascribe to. These are all leadership. 2 Comma Club member. When you are a 2 Comma Club, when you earn 1 million naira, sorry, I'm using naira, 1 million naira, 1 million Ghana cedis monthly, consistently for 3 months, you qualify. If you earn 1 million Ghana cedis in well, November has almost gone, but there's still hope. If you earn 1 million Ghana cedis in December or November, December, or let's say November, December, you earn it in January, you earn it in February, you become a 2 Comma Club member. That is it. And once you can consistently build your business, 1 million like that, consistently, it becomes stable and you begin to climb up 3, 4, 5, and up you go. Okay? Then you have the monthly millionaire mentor. Monthly millionaire mentor. Who is a monthly millionaire mentor? A monthly millionaire mentor is somebody that has a monthly millionaire as a downline. Okay? You have worked with your people. See, it's not the goal is to build people. That's our vision. That's our goal. To build people, to develop people. So we celebrate you when you have successfully developed somebody that has become a millionaire. Okay? So once you develop somebody that has started earning at least 1 million Ghana cedis every month, automatically you become a monthly millionaire mentor. Okay? Then you have a G leader, a global leader. Okay? A global leader. These are people that have monthly millionaires under them and are mentoring them and so on. They have them monitored by mastermind. You have the top 20 in your states. Okay, top 20 in your state. That's Accra or wherever. Top 20, well, your own is Accra because your location is Accra. Top 20 in Accra, top 20 in Ghana, top 20. You can join the battle for top 20 in Africa. Yes, even though that Nigeria has gone very far, but you can join the race if you are determined. Top 20 in Africa, top 20 in the world. Okay, so these are the various levels of leadership you should be ascribing for. Then, of course, the Hall of Fame. At the Hall of Fame, of course, you don't rest with that. You are already, you know, money or anything that looks like money cannot be a problem to anybody up to how many generations around you, because you have built a solid residual base for yourself. Okay, that is the level. So I suppose you must have screenshotted this. This is the level. Sorry, you're seeing Nigeria there. That should be Ghana. Sorry about that. That should be Ghana. Okay, so that's this. Then your first mastermind mentorship growth starts from what? Your SMO checklist. SMO checklist. You'll be added in the mastermind incubator platform. So hopefully between now and tomorrow, I should be adding you in this platform. Okay, I should be adding you in this platform. Now you're supposed to get this list. You're supposed to get this, what's it called? This, the SMO checklist on your platform. You're supposed to get it, the hard copy. But of course, I know distance is an issue for us now. We don't have it in Ghana yet, but we're going to be working on this virtually. It's going to be, as you go through the activity, we'll sign it. I think I have one of it here. Let me check my drawer. Okay. Now, can you see this? You can see it, right? This is the copy. You're supposed to have this copy. These are the things that, you know, it to be documented. As you're doing the activities, we're assigning to somebody's own. As you're doing the activities, they are signing, we're assigning this, we're assigning. we are signing. When this is completed, you become a kinsman. This is the activity you require to become a kinsman. Once this is completed, here you have your name written here, your reservation code, which I'm going to generate. Then of course I'll sign. So as you're doing this activity online, I'll be signing this thing for you physically here. Now, once it is done, I'll pass it on to the headquarters. Okay, the headquarters, that's the mastermind's office. They are the top senior consultants. So I'll pass it to them. They will vet it. And then of course, you might get a call or a chat from them to confirm that you have done all the activities stated here. Okay, and once that is done, and you have connected 5 persons into your system, 5 persons that connected 1 person each, that qualifies you. You will now be tagged and you graduate. If you see the lower part, you see it there, graduation for attaining kinsman position. You become a kinsman. Are you with me? Are you with me on that? Mr. Peter, are you there? Are you with me? Are you with me? Oh, let me know. Are you with me? Are you with me? Good, good, good. Thank you. So let's move. So starting from tomorrow, you will start the activity. Okay, let's say because we have an event between now and tomorrow, let me give you space between now and tomorrow. From Monday, we can start. Is that okay? We can start from Monday. I will add you in the incubator platform on Monday, and then we can start. Is that okay? Please respond. Is that okay? Yeah, okay, so let's move. Okay, so the next training is your Challenge 36. Join incubator room and complete your 30 days SMO training before starting Challenge 36. So when we are done with the SMO training, we can now move to Challenge 36. Okay, I'll be explaining that at that point. Okay, we've come to the end of the training, the quick starter guide. The quick starter guide, we've come to the end of the quick starter guide. Now, according to Zig Ziglar, I said, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough people get what they want. That is it. The more people you help succeed, the more you succeed. Okay? Now, let me share a secret with you here right now. You see, in this business, if there's anybody that wants you to succeed, it's me. Why? Because the more successful you become, the more successful I will be. So anything I'm going to be sharing with you is so that you can succeed. Because if you don't succeed, I will not succeed. So I'm going to be on your neck so that you will succeed. Okay? So just get ready to work with me. If you are ready, go to the chat box and type, I am ready. If you are ready, go to the chat box and type, I am ready. Good, good. So we're on the journey together. All right, I will stop the sharing and I will end the recording. So we can now talk. Okay, we can talk. If you have any more questions.